What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Podcast live stream, not game show, best ball draft day. Are you guys ready? This is an exciting show.
I'm always ready, Simon. Let's get it.
We figured we'd give you a break from losing some of these games today, and
thank you.
Best ball draft. To be honest, I just got super excited whenever I saw Underdog was doing best ball resurrection. It's redemption for all the bad takes I had. And it's another opportunity for me to make more bad takes for the rest of the season. So we're going to generate a bunch of new content where I can come out and go, man, I've never been more wrong than I was about one.
That's basically what we do every week is just make statements that are proven wrong almost immediately.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get some more of those. I'm not starting to run out. I got plenty more I was wrong about. But I'm going to go ahead and enter a lobby. I don't know how long it's going to take to join. So this is a $5 best ball contest. It starts in week 6. So it doesn't start this weekend. So this is for week 6 forward. Who knows if there will even be a week 6, 7. We don't know what's going on. But for now, okay. So this might take a minute. It's filled. We're just waiting.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
We're waiting for 3 people. I thought we were waiting for 11 people. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So before we go in, you guys want to start queuing some players up? I don't know where we're drafting from. Do we all agree? I'm just going to say, is Alvin Kamara the 101?
Yeah.
Is everyone in agreement that Alvin Kamara would be the 101? Okay.
You could make an argument for the 3 guys after him, I would say, but he's definitely my number 1 too.
If not Kamara, then Aaron Jones probably.
I was going to say, who's your number 2? JL, I think I agree with you. Josh, is Aaron Jones also your number 2, or are you an Ezekiel Elliott guy?
If Aaron Jones is upside, kind of, I think Ezekiel Elliott is probably going to be more consistent throughout the year. And since it's like best ball, I think upside is probably a little bit more important. So I'm fine going Aaron Jones as number 2 as well. I would consider Zeke there though. And
then would you definitely put Zeke at 3?
Yeah, I would. But again, Dalvin Cook's pretty close in that range.
Yeah, I think Zeke's just a little bit safer. But, maybe this Dalvin Cook injury concerns are not real anymore. He's been doing incredible every week.
He's overcome it.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool.
Now
we're good for the first 4 picks. Yeah, we are totally solid. We're good for the first round if we are in the first 4 picks. This is where it starts getting interesting. My other best ball leagues, I am in. They are ruined. So I'm loving the opportunity to do this again. I don't know where I would go next. I really don't. Probably stick with a running back. There's no wide receivers that scream out to me, you got to take them this early.
How many teams are in this league again? These leagues?
12.
Again? 12.
So it's a 12 team, 1 quarterback.
So I would lean running back personally as well, but I wish I did more best ball drafts this year. I missed them, but they got rid of one app I was doing it on a lot. But my roommate, he did a ton of them, and man, I'm just jealous because every week he's like, my best ball teams are doing so well. I'm like, need more.
Oh, we got to take Jamal Charles. Let me add him to.
Oh no, he should probably be the 5th guy on here. I don't know what we're thinking. Is he not?
2nd spot.
Oh, he's not even in there. Come on, Underdog.
This is kind of messed up. I don't even know if we should use this site now.
So, who would be your number 5 right here?
I bet yours is Jonathan Taylor.
No, it's not Jonathan Taylor, but he's up there.
I'm just guessing for you.
It's up there. Also, just for clarification, this is a half PPR league.
Yes.
Half PPR. 2 running back. I think it's 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, but I am not positive. Once it starts, I should know that for sure, but I don't.
Yeah, I feel you there. You know who I would probably go with? I think I would go with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I can see it.
That. I'm not locked into that at all. It feels like there's just like a giant tier where there's those 4 guys and then like a tier that I'm fine taking a lot of guys here. Even Christian McCaffrey, I think he's a consideration. How many weeks is he going to be up? I would not put him here. But
what about Chris Carson?
I wouldn't put him here, but man, he's in the conversation with all these guys. You know,
I would take a wide receiver before I took him. But
yeah, absolutely, me too. Absolutely.
So it is 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 10 bench.
You said half PPR?
Half PPR. I think I would probably go Jacobs here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really close between him honestly, and Edwards-Helaire. And
I was just about to say that actually. Jacobs or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 100%. If it was me personally, I would be taking one of those two at that point if I was just drafting. But again, I'm so close between so many people. So if you guys are like leaning one way, I would prefer to go that way.
No, we need strong opinions and we need to fight.
Yeah. No, okay. Well, screw you then. We're putting Josh Jacobs in there, all right?
Okay. I thought that was my opinion to begin with.
No, screw you.
Thanks, Josh.
Hey, screw you, JL.
JL, who would you?
Who would Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Josh Jacobs? So screw you, Josh. I agree with you. Beautiful son of a bitch.
Okay, well, let's put Joe Mixon in there.
Oh.
Josh is trying to get a reaction out of John.
Well,
no. At what point do you go wide receiver? And who is your number 1 wide receiver at this point for the rest of the season?
For best ball purposes, it actually, I think it's Tyreek Hill. I see what you're doing there, highlighting Devonte Adams. I like him a lot. Best ball, I feel like I like to go for more of the boom or bust option kind of guy. Just to really, I mean, you're guaranteed that. I mean, that makes a little bit more sense as you get later in the draft, I know, but I just like Tyreek Hill a lot. If Devonte Adams, though, is probably the safest guy, in my opinion.
Probably take Luke over both of them, and that's a totally unbiased, objective opinion.
I can't fault you at this point for taking Nuke as the number 1 wide receiver off the board. I think I
would. I don't know how much of it is biased, but I think I probably would. He's safe and incredibly talented and handsome.
I get that. I would take Devonte Adams, even with the injury risk. He is the only show in town, and Aaron Rodgers is playing amazing. When he's gonna have an unreal rest of the season as long as he's healthy.
Man. They're tight end, He's just gonna throw to him.
Bobby Tonyan.
Yeah, Bobby.
Bob Tonyan.
Here, Tim McDaniels has a question. Thoughts on what round y'all? Oh, I forgot. We got a y'all boy.
Y'all.
We grew up in Georgia, so we say y'all. Thoughts on what round y'all think James Robinson goes in this draft? Round 4?
I would say 3.
I think he might even sneak into the second.
He'll go earlier.
3, but
man, these last 3 people are taking their time, aren't they?
Like, honestly, I could see someone if they're
feeling
real wild. If they're feeling, I wouldn't do it. I would not do it.
So the upside is there, but
absolutely, I would not even consider it though personally. But what ranked running back is he so far in the season? I mean, he's got to be.
This season, he is 7 in PPR leagues.
So, I mean, he's playing well. I guess what really concerns me is that there are, I don't think they're going to take his job or anything, but Reichwell, Armstead, and Zigabo, if I pronounced that correctly, they'll be coming back pretty soon, I assume. And it kind of concerns me a little bit. I think they're going to get out in the field. James Robinson's going to be their starter, but it concerns me.
I'm not sure those guys take too many carries from him with how efficient he's been. He's looked a lot like Leonard Fournette did last year. And Leonard Fournette looked good last year for the Jaguars. What was it, around like 4 yards a carry?
Mm-hmm. He was a little inefficient, but.
Okay, we got 2 more people. Before that happens, we should fill out the rest of our first round. At this point, are we switching to wide receiver, or are there still more running backs? I know there's at least 1 more running back I would throw in there before I took a wide receiver. I know you guys probably disagree with me.
Let me guess.
Yeah. No.
Jonathan Taylor.
That's a little too spicy for me. But Kareem Hunt has been killer this year. For me, it would be Jonathan Taylor. We don't have to add him ahead of those wide receivers if you guys don't agree.
No, I'd
probably add him in after like the new Devonte Adams.
Honestly, I'm with Joe on that one.
Okay. Are we all in agreement on the top 3 wide receivers? No,
yes.
Regardless of the order, but Nuke, Devonte Adams, Tyreek Hill. We all agree on that?
Absolutely for me.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Thomas might be a consideration.
That's what I was going to say is like I might put him above Tyreek, but
yeah, because he's coming back this week, right?
I mean, there was rumors he could come back. He could have came back last week, so I think it's a possibility. I really do.
So I think there's a tier break after those wide receivers, though, and I'd be tempted to switch back to running back.
fine with that.
Yeah, no, I would switch back to running back.
Probably add Jonathan Taylor in there.
Joe Mixon maybe.
Yeah, I'm nervous,
I would
but
Kareem Hunt. Like I know Simon. I know you saw this. I don't know if you got to see this, Josh, but this morning I posted about like the top 25 running backs in PPR leagues and where they were drafted, like what their position rank when they were drafted versus what their position rank is currently, and some interesting insights from that was Nick Chubb is about where he was being drafted at the RB. What was he at? He was at the RB 13. And he's RB 15 right now. Okay. And Kareem Hunt is has been like outperforming his expectations. ADP. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he was RB 25, drafted as RB 25, and he's RB 7. Even
with Nick Chubb in there, he was killing it. Like he was outperforming his ADP even with Nick Chubb playing.
And
now Nick Chubb.
That's my point. Yeah. Now that Nick Chubb is out, that to me is gives him definitely a boost.
You know what? I like it. And you know what? I think this is the tier where I throw Christian McCaffrey in there as well. I think the fall off accounts for the injury, though I do concern that we see like a Saquon Barkley second half of last year kind of performance. So it might just be a trap, but I think he's in this tier.
Well, at least Saquon Barkley, if you got to your championship game, he probably won. And then, I just know that because he won me a championship.
Yeah,
pretty much single-handedly.
Let's see. I don't know who else is in this tier. Miles Sanders.
What was that? Anyway, Miles Sanders is around the tier. I mean, you could start talking about Chris Carson. We could start talking about James Robinson here. What wide receivers? I mean, like this is where you can start thinking about the other receivers in my mind too.
Yeah, or maybe even you could start thinking about a tight end here. George Kittle is someone you could consider at this point. I know it's a little early, but
how many teams on this?
12.
So, okay, man, this is still waiting for one person.
One person. I've never had to wait.
There's mothers. I know you. Usually it's like usually it's like that when it gets started. But we might not be able to show everything. But no, we'll see how it goes. So I just want to talk about strategy real fast. I know this is what I previously have done in best ball, and it's regarding the tight ends and the quarterbacks. I've kind of looked into it a little bit in my past, and I think typically you want like either 3 quarterbacks or 3 tight ends or 2 of one of them. So you want
5 total is what you're saying.
5 total. Yes. Yep. 5 total. Yes, exactly. And that's pretty much kind of determined on how strong your strongest tight end is or how strong your strongest quarterback is. So,
or hear me out.
Hit me.
This starts in week 6. This starts in week 6.
Yes.
We draft only Aaron Rodgers since his bye is this week as our one quarterback and pray he doesn't get injured and load up on other positions. Go for it. This is a big tournament with a couple thousand people. If we win, we get $5,000.
I like it kind of, but at the same time, it's best.
It limits our quarterback upside.
Exactly. It just like when I feel like when I get to the end of the drafts, you just hit a point where you're like, this quarterback's probably the best value at this point.
I guess I'll take Teddy or whatever.
Exactly. So I like where your head's at, and maybe we can kind of go in with a mindset kind of just like that. And then kind of, see what happens, I guess.
Oh, man. Alvin Kamara he'll start us with a bye. Honest to God, since this is a best ball format and every week counts, that might be enough that we get an extra week out of Aaron Jones in a best ball format to push him above Alvin Kamara for the number 1 overall pick because it starts in week 6.
I actually agree.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully we don't get the number 1 pick, so we're not. I don't want to have to make that decision. But give me number 2, and I'll just take whichever one's left.
And
to your point, seriously,
Alvin Kamara has scored 27.7 points more than Aaron Jones, so it's not real tiny, but might be,
I mean, that's a decent margin through 4 games. That's
what
pretty.
I mean. Yeah, like it's not nothing.
But regardless, even like the Tennessee Titan players and the Steelers players, I mean, like anyone that's going to have a bye before week 6 becomes instantly kind of more valuable. So I think
I don't know about the Titans. I'm a little nervous about the status of those guys right now.
Good point. Good point.
That makes me nervous.
Actually, good point. I'm not considering. I wasn't considering that. But yeah,
they might miss another game this weekend.
When does the NFL actually consider just like
it's
pushing back a week? They're like,
I don't know about pushing back a week, but it's just going to keep happening.
I think I saw someone propose something where they should just they add makeup weeks after week 17. Like now there's a week 18
before the playoffs start.
Before the playoffs, yeah, after the end of the normal regular season.
But how does that help us as fantasy owners? That's all that matters.
It doesn't.
It destroys fantasy.
That's all that matters.
I thought you were saying like different makeup weeks for every team that gets it, and I was like, oh god, that is
no. Like there will now be a week 18, and if you missed one game during the season, you will then make up that game during week 18.
Unless you get sick on week 18, in which case you're screwed.
In which case you win the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I should have joined this 10 minutes before we hopped on.
These mothers, Tim
McDaniels, what are you doing?
Come on, Tim, get in here. Come on, boy.
Someone watching, come draft with us. We're going to say all our picks out loud. You can snipe us. Please. You can snipe us the entire time. You can throw us into full tilt.
You get free players and free advice as you're drafting. Come on, get in there.
We did start the show by saying our advice is trash, so
I will have you know.
No, Simon.
I broke even. I broke even on Underdog last weekend.
What?
Yep. Wow. I entered two $3 tournaments, and I came in second on one of them and got $6, and third on one of them and got $0.
Nice. Solid.
So I'll take it.
$0. Is that a win?
We're in.
Awesome. So hey,
it's game time.
So we're not even putting Derrick Henry in there.
Oh, what happened?
Oh no. Everyone can see you only have $20 in your account.
Yeah. We're drafting at the 1-2. Oh, my voice cracked. I was so excited.
Let's go.
That's the pick I wanted.
That's
nice.
Our name is Adam Panda.
So we're taking Derrick Henry, huh?
My username, I used a random username generator online whenever I made this and spit out 2 random words together. So we are Adam Panda. Mm-hmm. You caught Definitely. Me. I am I'm a connoisseur of physics and
pandas,
Asian mammals.
Well, who isn't nowadays? I mean,
okay, so we're in agreement between whoever's left between Alvin Kamara and Aaron Jones is who we're going with in the first round.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
they're both available.
Oh God, then we panic.
Hey, it's a possibility.
And draft Derrick Henry.
I think we just go Derrick Henry regardless.
Okay.
I got my green smoothie, guys. You like that? You like the look of that?
Alvin Kamara. He made it easy for us. So
good.
Aaron Jones, send it.
Aaron Jones, we getting that extra week of play. Boom. And he's killing it.
Didn't even have to make a hard decision.
Nope. Starting out strong. Okay, so how many people do we have in our queue? 14. Not enough. Because there are. What'd you say?
All those guys should fall to us.
There are 20 picks before us. 19 picks away. So the next tier of wide receivers for me is actually pretty solid.
About Calvin Ridley, Simon, you drafted him in the first round of our mock draft.
I was going to say the next wide receiver I would take.
He caught 0 on some.
I don't give a poop about the goose egg that he just put up. Calvin Ridley's a monster, especially if Julio is going to be a little bit injured the remainder of this year. Calvin Ridley deserves that high draft pick. Then between DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, I would give the choice to you guys. But even over them, my next 2 picks would probably be Amari Cooper and Stephon Diggs, and then DK or Tyler Lockett.
Wow. Roller coaster if Stephon Diggs continues.
I'm actually in agreement.
Kareem Hunt at the 1-9.
Oh my, that's actually nuts.
So we had Ezekiel Elliott at 3, Derrick Henry at 4, Dalvin Cook at 5, CEH at 6, Mahomes at 7, Adams at 8, Kareem Hunt at 9.
We didn't even consider Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Seems
see the
early,
need
no?
to, especially in a best ball league.
No. I'm not taking them in the first round. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, I wasn't saying that. I was just, this is probably around the time you could start talking about them though. In this area.
With drafts like this, I don't even talk about it because they're probably not going to get to me like at the end of the second, and that's about where they are. And then if they're there though, that's when you have the oh shit, do we take Patrick Mahomes moment? That's when you have to start talking about that. Okay, so who? Oh, Kareem Hunt, Joe Mixon, Josh Jacobs. Our queue is getting
Christian
smaller
McCaffrey
and
just
smaller. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna have to make a panic pick.
Uh-oh.
No, we're not.
Why do you say that?
Because there's 9 picks until our turn. We've got 6 players in the queue.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out.
There goes your boy Hopkins. Man.
It's a shame. It really is.
3rd wide receiver off the board. Hey, that was our top 3. Makes sense.
It
was also Underdog's top 3. It was also the consensus top 3. First one was Devonte Adams. So then
Tyreek Hill.
Then Tyreek Hill. Then D-Hop. Then Nuke. Then the Arizona phenomenon.
So what do we get? We're kind of hoping that we get Jonathan Taylor here, huh?
Yeah, that would be really cool for me. I would really like that.
But if we don't, what are we thinking?
7 picks away.
Are we thinking Michael Thomas?
I'm fine with any of the players in our queue, but if all of them are gone, I don't know what we do.
I like Amari Cooper there. I really do.
Yeah, I would like Amari Cooper. I could also see the argument for Travis Kelce.
Yes, I really can too.
Would you guys? So I'm even looking at like, would you rather Chris Carson or Amari Cooper?
I think Chris Carson is good value here. His injury risk scares me. But
coming up,
man, he's been killing it on that high-powered Seahawks offense.
He's been playing real well.
Yeah.
I have them like right next to each other in overall ranks, so doesn't matter to me. I would say whoever we think might have a chance of falling back 2 picks since we have 2 close in proximity.
Let's look at some ADPs. I would Calvin Ridley if he's sitting there.
Tim McDaniels thinks we should go Josh Allen
right now. Josh Allen.
I mean, it's not that crazy. I do not.
No, there goes Calvin Ridley. Okay.
Man. Okay, Chris Carson.
Or
Amari Cooper.
I say we go Chris Carson and hope that Amari Cooper sneaks to us.
That's the thing. The running backs are getting thinner. Like, can we just see the running backs real fast?
Chris Carson, James Conner, Kenyon Drake, James Robinson, Melvin Gordon. Yeah, that is gross.
Yeah, we need to get running backs ASAP.
Okay, we're in agreement. Chris Carson, JL?
Yeah.
JL, give me the send it.
Send it.
Boom.
Send it.
Oh, we're 2 whole picks away.
2 whole picks.
So next I would really like Amari Cooper. I'd be fine with DK Metcalf.
Yep, I like both of those.
Yes, I agree. And Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, honestly. I would love Stephon Diggs. I'm not sure I'd take James Robinson here. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
There goes James Robinson.
We don't have to make that call. So we've drafted 2 running backs.
We're up next, but NBA Rigged is asking. This is for week 6 onwards. This is a best ball league for week 6 onwards on Underdog.
And we're gonna win this.
So we drafted Aaron Jones. NBA Rigged, we drafted Aaron Jones for one because we didn't have a choice between him and Kamara, but we drafted him because we had a boost since his
pause. Week is Amari Cooper.
Do it.
We got We got 14 seconds. Ooh, I am loving this draft so far. This is nice. Yeah, Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, Amari Cooper.
Me too.
Now we're in trouble. But yeah, Joe, you can keep going. Sorry.
Now we're in trouble.
That was my spiel.
That was your spiel?
Aaron Jones already is going to have a bye week by week 6, so we're getting that extra week out of him. Yeah. So we're thinking that's really going to benefit. And I mean, you can kill it anyway.
After we took Amari Cooper, James Conner goes off the board. Honestly, that was probably one of the only running backs left that I was like, happy with. Maybe David Johnson.
Without Bill O'Brien though, like who knows what's gonna happen? Are they gonna use him as much? And
if Nick Chubb falls to us, I know he's out a couple weeks, but if we can survive
5 to 6 weeks,
6 weeks.
That's what I heard today.
Yeah, he's there.
I mean, he's on the short-term IR, so he could come back earlier. But
here's the thing: it could be if we can find enough value after to survive to the finals without Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb coming back could be that piece that like wins us the $5,000. You know what I mean? Like since this is a tournament, if this was just a normal best ball, us against the other 11 people, I would say probably not. But since like after week 13, a certain number of teams advance, and then each week after that, it narrows it down until week 16. If we can just survive the initial cuts with a Nick Chubb just taking a spot up, and then he comes back, that could be the kind of pick that wins the league.
Wait, Jay Fused won. Is that you? Are you playing against us, Josh?
Josh, is your brother in here?
Yeah, that must be him.
Josh, are you in here?
I am.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You just timed out.
No, I didn't. I picked who I wanted.
You are what? How? This is like wrong.
We're discussing our picks, and you're gonna snipe us.
Trying to make some money in here, you know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Watch on the turn back around. He's gonna grab Nick Chubb, and he's like, "Whoa, it was a great strategy, Simon."
Listen up, guys. Listen up.
Ruin the integrity of the
Listen up. All right, listen up. We're like completely opposite ends of the draft. You're pick 2, or we are pick 2, and I'm pick 11. So I mean, how much could I really snipe you? And my team's going to be better than our team anyway. Because
I love that you didn't say anything. That we had to.
Well, I kind of felt like a little weird about it. I didn't know. Hold on, who should I pick here?
I wonder why you were looking down.
Josh, you know what's weirder? You know what's weirder than doing that is like trying to do it in secret on a live stream with your name up there.
Yeah. I did a pretty good job.
You know what? You could have been like Simon and named yourself some stupid 2 words put together.
You know what, Josh? From now on, you're banned. This is me and JL's team against your team. You can talk about your picks.
Kick me off the stream. I'll just watch it. I'll just go to Twitter.
I'm just kidding. I still want you to be a part of this, Josh. But I hope your team comes in.
I think I can still help you out.
We are 4 picks away. And we have not talked about this pick at all. Where are we going? I think the running backs are gross. Maybe Antonio Gibson, maybe David Montgomery.
Not horrible though. I'm
Phillip Lindsay's coming back, and I don't know.
Yeah. No, I understand. I
love the wide receivers here.
Yes, Allen Robinson. I love the wide receivers here.
I'm in love with Terry McLaurin. I like a lot, but I'm nervous about their quarterback.
Terry McLaurin is a top 15 wide receiver talent in the NFL.
Well, he's gone now.
Top 10.
Kyle Allen is his QB now.
Probably helps him. No, this is the reason right here. These wide receivers we're looking at is the reason I was always in my redraft leagues drafting 2 running backs to start.
So we need to talk. Here's a real strategy. I'd consider taking CeeDee Lamb on the next turnaround and having Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. We're going to get blow up game from one of them at least every week. You're not considering it? You don't think so?
I don't like it.
In a tournament, I don't know, because it's the same argument of doing a stack in season long, which is like you limit your upside. A little bit safer floor, but you limit your upside.
Do we look at tight ends here?
I mean, you could consider Darren Waller here.
Darren Waller.
So let's see. Considering Darren
Allen Robinson's there, and he is.
I would take Allen Robinson. Probably.
Okay.
Me too.
I would as well. But let's take a minute, look at, because we have another pick coming up in 2 picks.
I love DJ Chark, but that's probably a little bit more personal. It's Allen Robinson is the pick.
Yeah, I took him. I did it. Do we want to take another? Let's look at running back here. Any of those scream at you?
I like Waller coming up, honestly.
Any of these quarterbacks scream your name?
Josh Allen is screaming. Tim McDaniel's already told us
in the 5th round.
What running backs are available?
I would go.
Oh, there.
I would go CeeDee Lamb.
Josh Allen, right?
That's what I would do. JL, this pick's yours. I would go CeeDee Lamb. Josh, it sounds like you would go Darren Waller. JL, you get the final call. You got 15 seconds.
I guess
Waller. Go someone completely different.
I guess Waller. I don't know.
At least star him.
Yeah, I guess Waller. How much time?
Okay.
5 seconds to do it.
Darren Waller in the fifth round. It's a little early for me, but I love him.
But they've just been beating him. So if they continue to do that all season, then he's gonna have blow up games. And we can maybe get I don't know. I don't play a lot of best ball, but maybe get more up, like another high upside tight end at the end of the draft.
I'm wondering why NBA Rig. Why do you say Allen Robinson? Do you not like him? I'm assuming Allen Robinson, or were you telling us to pick him? Because
Allen Robinson
has
been killer so far this season,
and last season,
even with Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles throwing him the ball. He's just a monster.
Seriously. I mean, okay, the first 2 weeks weren't great, but I mean, yeah, he's a target monster. Is not the best for best ball. I like the way you put it.
Can we talk about a minute for the fact that Josh at first was like, yeah, that's my brother. And then
you asked if it was my brother.
And you were like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Totally.
No.
Cranky Cleveland too. I like that.
I wasn't going to be able to continually lie to you.
It would be a real plot twist if you guys realize later on in this draft that I am one of the other players.
NBA Rigged. I know what you're talking about, saying he's good for every week because he's kind of a PPR guy, gets a lot of catches, but I kind of disagree. I know you're saying his ceiling's capped, but I mean, he has blow up games. He does. I mean, he just had 10 catches, he dropped. He should have had 2 touchdown game 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I was watching the game, snagged out of his hands. He's got upside. I really believe that.
And in best ball, I like to have a couple guys that I know if all shit hits the fan, I've got Allen Robinson who's going to plug in for probably 15 points minimum most weeks.
He's
and then
10 targets a game. So
and then you throw in, sorry, go ahead, JL.
No, that's my point. He's getting a lot of targets, 10 targets a game. So even if he didn't have a great week 2, I would be less worried.
Upside definitely matters more in best ball than it does in a normal draft, but that doesn't mean to completely ignore players that are going to get you consistent points. And I do think Allen Robinson has upside, but if your wide receivers are Will Fuller, CeeDee Lamb, Robbie Anderson, Marvin Jones, there's a chance they could all bust that week. You want to?
Yeah, I was going to say like let's take this argument to like the CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper versus Amari Cooper and Allen Robinson. What are your arguments for either one of those?
So I'm going to tell you right now, I've played a lot of best ball throughout the years. Not as much this year, but when I first started playing, I went for the upside pretty much solely. And I slowly started realizing that if you want the best teams, you just draft the freaking best players. You don't worry about the upside too much. You just want the best players on your team. And that's I think the best way to win. I
think as every round that passes, upside becomes more and more important in best ball.
Point, Simon.
That's how I look at it. Every single round that passes, you're looking at more and more upside. Now, guys, if CeeDee Lamb falls, I'm going to push for him here. If he falls 4 more picks, because one, they can be valuable together. I know you're capping some upside, but chances are one of them is going to blow up on any given week with the amount that Dak is passing.
It's a trade-off between.
And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to fall. Latavius Murray?
People got drafted?
So Tyler
Le'Veon Bell makes sense. He's coming back this week.
Tyler Boyd would be a pick for me here.
I like Tyler Boyd.
Why? Is that not way early? Just because
it is way early.
I mean, something is Alvin Kamara dead?
No, it's too early. But if something does happen to Alvin Kamara, that could be a league-winning pick right there. But still too early. So don't do it.
Tyler Boyd, Robbie Anderson would be picks for me here at running back.
I like Tyler Boyd and Robbie Anderson. What do we have? Let's see our team real fast.
It's over here.
It's over on the right side. Okay, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers.
We are on the clock, just so you know. We are on the clock.
Okay.
So quarterbacks that are there
continually getting more and more work.
I can't take Swift over
no. Yeah.
I can't see switching to
Ronald Jones would be a potential pick here. Darrell Henderson could be a pick.
I like Ronald Jones or Tyler Boyd.
Josh Kelly go? Yeah.
I think they're both good picks.
Okay, I'm going Tyler Boyd because we had 1 second. That's where we're at.
That really sneaks up on you, that timer.
Yeah, we gotta plan a little better. Oh man, I don't know if I like that, but that's okay. That's okay.
It's okay.
I think we're solid at wide receiver now. We probably
Yes,
need to
we
start
are.
loading up at some other positions and then take some later round dart throws at the rest of these wide receivers.
We just have
Like,
2 running backs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would
So
be
maybe Ronald
perfectly
Jones?
comfortable in a redraft league throwing these guys out there every single week. Not just comfortable, but like
Lick. We're up
Every
against
every single week.
Oh no, not yet.
RB. I would go Ronald Jones here.
Yeah.
That would be my top pick.
Yeah.
And you never know.
Maybe
like
Jerick McKinnon is another option here.
with the Bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, like they like you never know what running back's going to get the most carries because you could fumble it and then Bruce Arians doesn't like you anymore that game. But
what do you guys think about Jerick McKinnon?
I like Jerick McKinnon. He's RB10 in PBR leagues.
And there's a chance it's just his job, even whenever the
I
other
disagree.
RBs come back. You don't think
But
so?
I'm fine with that. If he's got a lot of upside. He's been killing it with what he's been given.
Why did you
I think it's going to be split up. Go. You can draft it.
Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think he's got a chance to. He'll
I
have.
hope Ronald
There will
Jones
be
falls to
Jerick
me.
McKinnon. There will be Jerick McKinnon weeks. You asshole! You just said we can take Jerick McKinnon in hopes that you can grab Ronald Jones.
No. I was telling you I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I just think that once the other guys come back, Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert, they were doing real well. I mean, I think whoever is the leading running back in that offense is going to look really good. I think Kyle Shanahan runs one of the best running schemes in the league, maybe that I've ever seen.
Oh, let's see. NBA Rick says you can get McKinnon around later. Since we're at the turn, there's 20 picks in between our next pick. I'm not sure McKinnon would have fallen to us. I don't know. And it was between him and Ronald Jones. And I'm not sure. As far as upside goes, I think I like McKinnon better.
I think Ronald Jones definitely has some of the same concerns, like in terms of just like security. So honestly, between the two, it's a toss up. McKinnon is doing amazingly with Raheem Mostert there.
Oh, there goes Ronald Jones.
He just wasn't getting a ton of work.
Let's see. Yeah, he had 3 attempts for the first 2 weeks, 3 attempts each game.
How many targets?
So week 1 was 3 attempts for 24 yards, 5 targets, 3 receptions for 20 yards. Week 2 was 3 attempts for 77 yards. Big break off run, 1 touchdown, and then 1 target, no receptions in week 2.
Gotcha.
So he's a little bit, I guess, more upside those first 2 weeks. Now that I look at the stats, 32 and 23% snap percentage. But the hope here is that because he's playing so well with them gone, is that he's earned more of a share for himself.
Mostert went way before McKinnon. I'm not entirely sure where. There it is. He went in the 4th round. So he went well before. Where are we now? We are in the.
I'm trying to decide.
Is it you?
I guess well, not yet. I'm next up, and I'm trying to decide. I might consider Deebo Samuel here or Jamison Crowder.
Man, that's a tough one in best ball. Because in redraft, I'd go Jamison Crowder for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But,
I'm gonna go Deebo here.
I did not like his first game back though. I don't know if it was because of injury or if that's just the game plan going forward, kind of like splitting that number 1 role with Ayuk.
So I know that Kyle Shanahan before the game said that Deebo Samuel would not have his normal role this week.
Okay.
So we'll take that for what it is, right? I mean, he could be lying, blah, 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 blah. I think his role is just going to continually grow.
So we're up in 4 picks. Are there any other running backs?
Now, boys and girls.
Maybe a Zach Moss, a James White is interesting to me here. I think he could be the lead back there. He's the reception guy, and he's coming back. He missed a couple weeks, but what do you really think Damian Harris is going to be the sole running back there? And with the Patriots backfield, I can guarantee you, even if James White isn't the lead dog, there will be James White weeks. That's what he does. As a 4th running back, I'm not mad about it. Myles Gaskin is safety. Do we want safety there?
Honestly, out of all these running backs.
Assuming.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Nick Chubb went.
We could also go Jarvis Landry's there, Darius Slayton, Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, see, this is why you said upside is so much more important as we get lower down in here. You know, we have our guys we feel good about. Now we just want to go for guys that are gonna have these blowout weeks that are gonna help win us games.
I think we pick a Joe, what did you say?
Get that consistent base so that when you're in these later rounds, you can go for the straight upside, and then week in, week out, you have that safe floor with some, like you said, like when those blow ups happen, just slide right in.
We're on the clock. Do we take a quarterback here? This is what the list looks like right now. If not, I say we take. For me, it's between a quarterback and James White. That's where I would go, or Zach Moss if you guys are feeling more that way.
I don't hate a quarterback here. I feel like they're going to start going. You know,
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Which quarterback would you prefer?
It's on you, Simon.
Zach Moss or James White. I don't care.
Okay, James White. I'm calling the shot.
I like it.
Josh, you get the next one. JL
quarterback
or JL does. I know what quarterback JL is going to want here. I think we go quarterback as well. JL, you want
quarterbacks I like, but I think we should go one here before a run starts.
I would go Tom Brady. I know JL would go Joe Burrow.
Oh, Simon, by the way, our season-long bet, I'll give you an update before the season.
I like
Can you give me an update in 20 seconds?
Joe Burrow or Matt Stafford?
Okay, well, then there's 2 votes for Joe Burrow, I'm guessing, JL.
Sure. Yeah, I have him a little bit higher than Matt Stafford.
Okay. And you have both you have him higher than Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Couldn't talk you into a Tom Brady, but that's okay.
All right.
Okay, now JL, now that we're not on a 30-second pick clock.
Right? Adam, it's the name Adam Panda. I don't associate with that. So
it's highlighted yellow.
There's a lot of yellow on the screen. There's a lot of different colors. I can't tell. So before the season, Simon and I believe water betted whether Joe Burrow would be top 15. Is that the case? I remember
I think we said top 15.
What is he currently at?
Probably top 15.
How do you feel about
He's probably right around 15 if I had to guess.
He is far exceeding, like, historically what rookie quarterbacks, even the best rookie quarterbacks, do.
He's 14.
That's an incredible, like, he's on, like, record-breaking rookie quarterback pace. I'm sorry for, like, it's a bad bet to bet on someone breaking records. Like, that's never a good bet. Like, to bet someone's gonna be the best. Let's see. NBA Rig says, is there a grid view for this underground? I have seen a grid view, but I am also
right there. See where it says Adam Panda and there's a grid maybe?
Where?
Right, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, NBA Rigged.
NBA Rigged is just a beautiful, beautiful person.
Way better looking.
The MVP. But now how do I pick someone? Can I do that on my phone maybe?
You probably have to X out of here to make picks.
I wonder if we can just keep this. Oh, but you guys need to be able to see it as well.
Can you send me a link to the board I can look at?
Probably not, since you're not in the draft. Unless you logged into my account.
Unless I am.
Who should I
Gosh, I can't believe you did that.
You know what? Leave me alone. I don't care.
No,
be honest, Josh. Did you do it because we were waiting on another person and you were trying to get the stream going and you took one for the team and you're letting us just rib on you this entire time?
Yeah, I mean, you're doing a good job distracting me, but I'm joking. I almost didn't get my pick in. But yeah, I to be honest, that is 100% why, actually.
Wow.
I was sitting here, I was like, we still need to fill this.
Man, there's so many wide receivers that I like.
You want to know what's impressive is that I actually didn't even have an Underdog account yet. So I did that all live, made an account, put in my debit card information, and deposited money. That's just how multi-talented I am, guys.
Underdog has that Apple Pay set up, though. So if you've got it set up, it's super easy to just throw your money in. You don't even have to think about it.
I have Apple Pay set up. I couldn't find it. I thought it was gonna be that easy.
Oh yeah,
like Apple Pay, but I couldn't find it.
You must have missed the button because all I had to do was put my thumb on the sensor, and I spent $25.
Well, guess what? I don't have a thumb button on my iPhone.
What?
Huh?
How old?
The thumb on the sensors? How old is it? You mean how new is it?
Oh yeah, mine doesn't have a thumb thing either.
Wait, what?
Face up to it.
Oh well, I guess yours is a face. Mine is a thumb. We are 7 picks away. Are there any running backs screaming your name here? Any high upside running backs? Or are we going to make the transition to wide receiver, grab another quarterback, a second tight end?
My team's really weird. Sorry, I interrupted
Can
you.
we look at Josh's team?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's just
Josh Jacobs. Oh,
Kenyon
it switched to my. Why did that switch back to my team?
Come on, Underdog.
Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, DeAndre Swift, Zach. Okay, I guess every time someone picks, it switches back to my team.
That's pretty annoying.
Underdog, get that fixed. Otherwise, I love everything about this. Ben Roethlisberger off the board. Evan Ingram. Okay, we have 3 picks away, guys. No one has given me an answer.
Okay.
Don't panic.
So what do you think of JL? What kind of let you
we can go Naeem
guide
Hines
this one?
here.
I like Naeem Hines upside. I think there's
ball.
a chance he has some good weeks coming up.
What about Justin Jackson with Eckler down?
Yeah, I think he does fill the Eckler role while Eckler's out.
Okay, we're on the clock. Now, wide receivers. We could also go wide receiver. I like
I think Brandon Cooks has upside. Henry Ruggs has upside. Corey Davis. I
Mecole
like a lot of these guys.
Oh, did Mecole Hardman go?
Yeah,
he left. LaVisca, T. I think we can get T on the way back, though.
I like LaVisca.
So
you want to go LaVisca and T here on the turn? We grab both of those guys?
Or we could do
I did it. Sorry.
There was
3 seconds left. We have 4 running backs.
That's pretty solid.
2 of them with a week 6 bye. Oops.
Oopsie
That's
doopsie.
okay.
There goes T. Higgins. Damn it.
You made the wrong decision.
Damn. Now, would you want to go? We're running back here. Would you want to go with one of Justin Jackson and Naeem Hines?
Yeah, I think we should go running back just because I think that even like further down, I'm not 100% sure. I think there are going to be good upside options at wide receiver.
Yeah.
And running back, we're just going to really
Justin,
not have many.
Justin Jefferson, is he still there?
I doubt he is actually, but he could obviously could be. Let's go Naeem Hines here.
Let's go Naeem Hines. Man, this is stressful. Let's see if Justin Jefferson was drafted. Oh yeah, that's why Poodle got him.
Oh, Poodle.
What is our dog?
Actually a great point, NBA Rigged. These are the questions that we get a little caught up on just looking at everyone and not realize. But I mean, I still don't think it's bad. But did we get CeeDee Lamb? We didn't get CeeDee Lamb.
No. I would not want to do the double stack. But that's a good point. At this point, we're going upside. I'm not sure having Higgins and Boyd on the same team is what we're shooting for. That's a good point.
Before it was a bigger concern because it was like the earlier rounds, and so like those are the guys we want to be relying on week in, week out. This is more of like if one of them, if one of them has a good week and the other one doesn't, then we're set here. But we're in round 11, so it's not as much of a cost.
Okay, man.
But neither are Tucker.
So
for some reason, we don't need to start a kicker here, so it's a shame.
It's a shame. Justin Tucker will remain undrafted.
Unless we can draft him and plug him in as a quarterback. I was talking to my friend.
Honestly,
I was talking to my friend last night, and he was saying that he wants to do a fantasy league with crazy scoring. And his idea for scoring was, if you score a touchdown, you get as many points as yards the touchdown was. So, like, if you score a 90-yard touchdown, that's worth 90 points. A 1-yard touchdown's worth 1 point. And then the other rule he wanted to implement was an inverse snap count multiplier. So if a player plays 100% of the snaps, their score is times 1. If the player plays 1% of the snaps, their score is times 100. To kind of, I don't know if there's any strategy there.
Yeah,
it would be
trying to decipher who would be good.
Everyone would just be taking dart throws at the person that might catch one ball for 90 yards and a touchdown.
Who's that big Chiefs player who caught the touchdown like 2 weeks ago? It's
like when you say big, you mean okay. I'm trying to remember.
Foster?
Oh, the offensive lineman?
Yeah, Foster.
His last name was Foster, right? Or am I making that up?
That sounds
against the Ravens?
He's going to be like the first overall pick in that league.
Someone named Jay Fust is on the clock.
And I made my pick.
Ryan Tannehill. I was going to advocate that maybe we wanted to take him here because quarterbacks are getting ugly.
Just took 2 quarterbacks in that league in this.
Yeah, we might want to go quarterback with our next pick. We're 7 picks away. Who's left? Teddy Bridgewater. I'd be fine with Teddy. Daniel Jones is gross, but has crazy upside.
That's what I was about to say.
Has wild upside.
Yes.
Like number 1 quarterback on the week upside.
He does.
but can also be 30.
I might be wrong. I think he was the number one quarterback in the week like 3 times last year. And
Yeah, he can be 30 or 1.
so he's probably not a bad option. I considered him instead of Ryan Tannehill.
You know what? I just talked myself into it. I would be down. I kind of want to go quarterback here, and I would pick Daniel Jones because it's best ball.
Pick Daniel Jones.
NBA Rick says, no, I do not do that. And no, I am not saying he can be number 1 QB on the season at all, period. He probably won't even be a top 12 guy.
In a week.
But look at his numbers last season.
Probably won't even be top 15.
Look at his numbers last season. He had multiple number 1 overall weeks. He can put up those crazy numbers.
Have you looked at his numbers this season?
Not good.
No, he hasn't had a great season so far.
They've been really bad. Yeah.
Not in week for sure.
He's willing to air it out. I think that's what it comes down to. He's kind of like a Jameis Winston type. He's not really a guy you're excited to have on your NFL team at the moment. Maybe develops into that.
He doesn't have Saquon, so he no longer has.
He doesn't have that outlet.
His security blanket because his offensive line is terrible.
Okay, we're up next. What quarterback would you guys take? I could be talked into Teddy, Justin Herbert as well. We are on the clock.
I'm just nervous that Herbert's not the starter if Tyrod can play. Yeah. I think he will be, but
you need to go QB here?
No.
We could wait a second, take Justin Jackson even if we think we want a running back. But do we need a running back?
Could go Brandon Ayuk. We could go
I don't hate
Harry.
That. I don't hate
Ayuk. You know what? I think that's the pick.
We only have 4 wide receivers. Yeah, I like it.
That's a high upside guy. He
exactly.
could be the one.
He's explosive.
NBA rigged. I like the challenge. He said, "Do it and prove me wrong." That's awesome.
All of your
you know what? He's in the draft too. He wants us to take Daniel Jones because he's in the draft.
That would actually be hilarious.
That would be funny. No, I could see. I think Daniel Jones is a beautiful best ball 2nd or 3rd quarterback. You don't have to put up with any of the nonsense that you're going to get from him, but you may get that explosion week.
You know what?
Oh, we're 1 pick away.
I think we go quarterback here.
Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield, Kirk Cousins is an option.
Derek Carr's not horrible.
Derek Carr. We're running out of options. JL, what would your pick here be? Mine would be Daniel Jones.
I'm fine with any of these guys.
I would probably pick Baker.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a run-first offense. There's no way I'm taking Baker.
I would probably take Baker over Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is in a sack-first offense.
I'm Daniel. Yeah. NBA Rig taunted me into it. He taunted me, and I had to do it. JL, the next picture is you can override me.
I think that was great.
Baker Mayfield, his upside is the Browns scored
like you have like the greatest hope for Daniel Jones, but somehow Joe Burrow is trash. He's garbage trash. Can't believe in him.
Jail, I never said Joe Burrow was trash.
Yeah, you're like, I think there's no way.
No, at the beginning of the season, I have
15? No.
Timeout, Jail. If you look at my preseason rankings, I have Joe Burrow. Will you listen to me?
Jail's just trying to taunt me. Seeding doubt between us.
In my preseason rankings, I have Joe Burrow above Daniel Jones. I never said Joe Burrow was trash. I said I wasn't taking the statistically improbable bet that a rookie quarterback would do what very few rookie quarterbacks have done. Now that I've seen him play, I believe in him. I like him way more than I like Daniel Jones. That's why we drafted him way higher than Daniel Jones. I don't know what point you're trying to make. I never once said Daniel Jones greater than Joe Burrow.
Again, my whole point is that you're both ugly.
That's just true.
Sack first offense.
Facts.
Now, JL, the point I was making, the Browns put up.
Point. We heard it. Don't worry.
Wait, who said that?
You literally didn't hear my point. I didn't say anything yet.
Wait, who said sack first offense?
I did.
That's funny. Good job.
Baker Mayfield, the Browns scored 50 points just about against the Cowboys, 49, and he threw for like 150 yards. That is what the Browns offense wants to do. They dropped 49 points and he had like 150 passing yards. Like there is literally no upside with Baker at all rest of season. And I'm a Browns fan. He's fine for like what they're asking him to do.
So Daniel Jones, week 1 in half PPR. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. 17
I want to know how many catches he's got.
36 fantasy points. He loses Saquon. Now he's got
I don't know who to
6.74, 7.06, 9.10 points for weeks 2 through 4. Baker's got he's got 9.86 week 1, 15.26, 14.34, 15.2.
Okay, here's the thing, JL. I don't give a shit about 9 versus 15. Literally doesn't make a difference to me.
What I'm saying is that
literally.
What I'm saying is that the upside to me is the same. And if
I
anything,
completely
anything,
disagree.
it's leaning towards Baker because Daniel Jones has nothing.
Daniel has to. The Giants are going to have to air the ball out. The
Let's
Browns
water bet
probably
this.
won't. Okay, I'm not even water betting that. I'm not saying that Daniel Jones will be better than Baker Mayfield rest of season. I'm saying Daniel Jones will have more weeks where he would start in our lineup than Baker Mayfield.
This is like I'm already past the quota of time I would like to spend talking about Daniel Jones. So whatever is going to wrap up this conversation quicker, I'm for. Let's do it.
Okay, I'll check it at the end of the season. There are more weeks where Daniel Jones will be the QB1 on our roster than Baker Mayfield would have been. Water bet. You down for it?
So that's just number of weeks that
Baker would have started.
It's just who's better 1 week.
It's
Actually, it's not just
it's
who's
not.
better.
It's not who's better on 1 week.
It's whoever's better than Aaron or who's our quarterback?
Who's better than Joe Burrow more often?
Joe Burrow, yeah,
on any given week. That's the point I was making.
Why are we talking about Joe Burrow? Oh,
because it's for who's starting on our team.
That's the bet he's.
I make like the whole point I'm making is that I think Daniel Jones is better for our team in a best ball format.
Whatever. Jalapeno bet.
Jalapeno bet. I'll do a jalapeno bet.
I like
JL,
that.
are you down or are you scared?
Yeah. I'm not scared of anything related to Daniel Jones.
It's not the thing. The thing is, you don't have to be nervous about Daniel.
I feel like you're not
just
listening to me, and you're purposely just trying to bait me into fights.
Get the goat, Get the goat.
Now, again, we probably want a third quarterback.
How about
and a second tight end?
Is that what do the tight ends look like?
Oh God.
Honestly, Gronk's not horrible with OJ Howard on the IR.
Yeah. JL,
like for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year, right? He's on the IR, I think, OJ Howard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think there's going to be, if I had to bet, I bet there's at least one multi-touchdown game for Gronk going forward.
What's his buy look like? Okay, different buy than Darren Waller.
But Drew Sample's got a lot of upside. Jimmy Graham.
Drew Sample, I'm not touching him. Jimmy Graham would be
Greg
one of the
Olsen
other guys I would
upside.
take.
But the other guys are ugly. Just ugly.
Yeah. JL, do you agree Gronk's the pick, or are you going to argue that that Vance McDonald is the higher upside player here?
Personally, I like Michael Pruitt, but to each his own.
Robert Tonyan was already drafted. Just checking. Oh shit! Oh, thank God I queued a player. We were on the clock. Rob Gronkowski.
No, that's who I noticed.
Pick.
We were. I just want to Gronk.
Just say something next time.
I didn't notice. I'm trying to make us look more responsible.
NBA rig. Mark your calendar. Let's revisit this best ball team on December 7th, 2020. Jalen and I will come with our jalapenos ready.
We're about to have another pick.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Let's focus on that one.
Quarterback
is an option.
Jimmy G.
How many quarterbacks do we have?
Two. Jimmy G's the last one.
He really is.
He's the last one.
I mean, Nick Foles, but
no, there's no we don't even.
Sam Darnold
starts. He'll
be the starter. Like
my vote. My vote.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, let's do it.
Jail.
Sure.
Then we have two.
Well, we don't need him when we have Daniel Jones on our team, right?
No. I'm gonna fight you guys. I'm never doing anything with you ever again. You're
Listen,
fired.
I like Daniel Jones. I think he is a good addition to our team, but him and Baker, it's a coin flip in my mind.
I disagree with that. I am a lot more comfortable with our tight ends than I am with our quarterbacks in the onesie positions.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. I think we should have drafted three.
I like having a third quarterback, especially with a risky second one. What'd you say?
No. I feel like we argue about this like every season though. Is that like just because they're one there's only like one position for each of those. They are different. Like you have to consider them differently based off of like supply and demand. So I do understand the point.
Yeah, I'm just saying like in best ball, like Josh said at the beginning, I follow that same strategy. I'm way more comfortable with our two tight ends. I think we're going to get a startable week out of at least one of those guys every single week, unless Gronk like breaks his leg or something. I don't know. He is looking a little skinny. Whereas I'm not super comfortable with Daniel Jones. I just believe in the crazy upside he could give. So I like having that other option with Jimmy Garoppolo. And hopefully Joe Burrow at least survives through the Week 11 bye. We just need him to not get injured and play in Week 11. Otherwise, we're just poop out of luck.
Well, we all know that quarterbacks score the most points in fantasy. It's just the fact that you only start one is the reason you're only going to draft one in a normal redraft league. I mean, you're going to draft one, he's locked in there, and you're crossing your fingers that he outscores the other options. But in best ball, I mean, being the highest scoring position, you could really help your team by having those high upside ones being put into your lineup. For me,
I completely agree with that. So let's look at some of these wide receivers. Let's look at our roster and see what we need. Quarterback, we're done with quarterback and tight end, I would say. Do you guys agree?
Yes. With what?
Quarterback and tight end. We don't need to draft another one.
Yeah.
Now, at running back, we have Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, Jerick McKinnon, James White, and Nyheim Hines. At wide receiver, we have Amari Cooper, Allen Robinson, Tyler Boyd, Laviska Shenault, and Brandon Ayuk. So that is 5 of each. So we're even there. I am more comfortable with our wide receivers, obviously, but I'm also more comfortable with the wide receivers left on the board. I don't know if there's a running back carry on. See, I don't even know who to draft. What running back I would even look at here. Who has an opportunity? Okay, you know what? Jordan Howard. He's the goal line back there in Miami. Jordan Howard could have a 2-touchdown week with 3 yards. Myles Gaskin gets all the carries until they get down on the 1 yard line, and then Jordan Howard they throw in the game.
I understand that. I would like to bring up high upside backups like Darrell Henderson. I mean Darrell Williams, for instance. Just if something happened to Clyde, I think he immediately becomes uber valuable.
Right.
But we're betting on an injury in that regard, so I don't know if that's awesome to do.
There's a good question here. If there's an IR injury to your team, does best ball allow you to add another player?
They do not. No. It's just this is your team.
Yep.
This is your team. They automatically start. So, and for anyone watching who doesn't know best ball is, they start your best lineup for you every week. There is no lineup management. That's why there's a deep bench, 10 deep. You're not ever starting your lineup. At the end of the week, they just do what your highest scoring lineup would be. Which is why I like the 3 quarterback thing. I never have to pick when Daniel Jones is going to go off. That's why I'll never roster him. We are on the clock.
Okay.
My pick would be Jordan Howard. Grab that one more running back. JL, are you vehemently opposed to Jordan Howard?
No. I mean, at this point, all the options are ugly. So.
And then we can just call it quits at running back.
Well, also, I'll just throw it out there. Giovanni Bernard is an option in my mind. Just has the same reason Darrell and Williams. But let's go whoever.
Now, JL, this next pick we're giving to you. Who do you want here? Do you want a wide receiver? Do you want a running back?
Should probably go wide receiver.
I can scroll for you if you'd like.
So we have 2 more picks, I believe, correct? I think there's 18 rounds.
We are next on the clock. Gabriel Davis is interesting.
Greg Ward's okay.
Isaiah Ford.
Quintez Cephas is interesting. Let's go back to were any of these screaming at you? Golden Tate?
I would consider
Michael
Golden
Pittman
Tate
as upside.
I think Michael Pittman would probably be a good upside play.
Yeah, I mean,
isn't he out for the season?
Oh, is he? Then probably not.
I actually did not hear about that. Holy crap. I don't love these options.
Let's not go with him. He's out for the
season. I would either go Kendrick Bourne or
Golden Tate's okay.
Or Golden Tate or Keelan Cole.
Let's go Golden.
We're Keelan Cole.
What about Keelan? Golden Tate got taken right before us.
Oh, okay. Keelan Cole's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I could see. I think he'll probably have some good games.
Keelan Cole had some great weeks before DJ Chark kind of showed up. Decided that he was ready to play the 2020 season, so I could see Keelan Cole having a couple more good weeks down the line. Yeah. Ooh, that got gross. That got gross fast.
It got gross real fast.
How many rounds are there? There's 18 rounds total. Is that right?
There are.
Okay.
So I am coming up to my last 2 picks pretty soon.
Oh, so we only have one more pick then.
Yes. Yes, we do. So what are we picking, guys? What do you think?
Are there any memes?
So you want to quickly go over our team real fast?
Yeah, we've got at quarterback Joe Burrow, Daniel Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo. At running back, we have Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, Jerick McKinnon, James White, Naeem Hines, Jordan Howard. A wide receiver.
I'm scared if one of our top running backs goes down.
Yeah. We could. Is Carlos Hyde still on the board? We could get some insurance.
We could take another. Yeah, we could take another.
But does insurance win $5,000? Our wide receivers are Amari Cooper, Allen Robinson, Tyler Boyd, Laviska Shenault, Brandon Ayuk, Keelan Cole. Tight ends, Darren Waller and Rob Gronkowski. Can I interest anyone in some Josh Gordon comeback? What if he signs again?
No.
I mean, no, I'm not interested.
Okay. I knew it was a long shot.
Been down that road. No, thank you.
Yeah, way too many times.
Laquan Treadwell. That's a nice name.
Oh,
yeah.
NBA Rig said Moore. I'm assuming David Moore.
Yeah, David Moore could be.
It's interesting.
No, I wanted Darrell Williams. I don't know to take now.
So Michael Pittman is out indefinitely. That's why he's falling.
He's on IR. He's got compartment leg syndrome. But I didn't see if it's season long or not.
Greg Ward's an option. With all the injuries there, do we want another? What are we thinking? Wide receiver. We've got 6 wide receivers and 6 running backs, so it's even. I kind of like taking another shot at a wide receiver. I just don't know.
That's a fine idea.
I don't know who that is. I kind of want someone who like a Kendrick Bourne for me is interesting because he can have those big games. Josh, do you have any opinions?
Sorry, I was just making my final pick of the league winning team.
I can't believe you did that.
No, anyone with upside. So I actually like Gabriel Davis a lot.
Okay, you know receiver. What? You could talk me into some Gabriel Davis.
He already had like a game that probably would be starting in best ball. He's a rookie, up and coming. Got to show my team. Yeah, I mean we could show it.
At the end of the draft, we'll run through his team real quick. I know this has been a long stream, but we will. We'll let Josh give us a show and tell.
Just a real quick one. A real quick one.
Gabriel Davis is I like that one.
Van Jefferson, I could see getting more and more. Denzel Mims, yeah.
He was placed on injured reserve. When is he coming off IR?
I think he could come back off this week. But I'm not up to date on the situation, so I'm kind of just guessing.
How long is KJ Hamler out?
If we're going to take an injured wide receiver, I would rather Denzel Mims over KJ Hamler.
Adam Gase over
yeah, all day.
Josh Reynolds is an option. Willie Snead could catch a bomb touchdown.
He could. He absolutely could. He's not really a deep threat, and they're usually only throwing to him shorter. But I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Didn't he have a long touchdown earlier this season?
Devin Duvernay had a long touchdown.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought.
He's a Ravens returner. I still like Gabriel Davis the most personally.
I think I agree, JL. But we are going to default to you on this pick. I feel like
I think we really should because I don't care.
I stole Daniel Jones over Baker in spite of you.
So we'll give you the last pick.
Or do you want?
Very glad I have this pick then.
This is the league-winning pick.
Very important. I don't care. I would say Gabriel Davis or Denzel Mims is fine.
Cool.
Okay.
Those would be my options too. So
or Denzel Mims. I am fine with either of those. But you know what? The Buffalo offense has looked a lot better. Let's grab a piece of that.
Oh, then the Jets? No way.
Or NBA Rig, can't believe no KC wide receivers. We could throw some DeMarcus Robinson in there.
DeMarcus Robinson there, but
God.
He's been garbage so far, but there's always the chance with Patrick
Mahomes. I know.
Patrick Mahomes, rookie season.
If that's what you want to go for, it's our last pick. Whatever.
JL, we got 15 seconds. Which of these 3 guys?
DeMarcus Robinson.
DeMarcus Robinson. Boom. We got your key.
I like it.
You got your Chiefs wide receiver.
I like it.
Finish the draft that way.
And the draft's over. I'm after this guy's pick, but that was a good one. Hey, we did it just for you, NBA.
You know what? The stream was an hour and 10 minutes, but the first 20 minutes were spent waiting to fill it because I didn't realize it was going to take so long. So really, that was only like a 50-minute stream.
Not too bad.
Not
All
too
right.
bad. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Now let's.
Wait, my Demarcus Robinson story is when
guys. Don't look at the projections.
How come?
Actually, no. Look, we're pretty solid actually in these projections.
Where are the total projections?
Oh, yeah, I guess I have it on my phone here, and it gives people's projections, like projected score and stuff.
So where are we? Where do we rank?
It doesn't give it in order though, but I'm looking at it right now, and there's only 3 teams ahead of us, and we're right next to each other in terms of projected points, actually.
Nice. So, Josh, here's your team. If you want to give the.
So my league-winning team is Carson Wentz and Ryan Tannehill. I only drafted 2 quarterbacks there because I actually think Carson Wentz is going to have a lot better season going forward. We'll see. I really think he's a good quarterback. He's been looking like complete crap, I know.
Yeah.
But, and Ryan Tannehill is a safer option. And then I got Josh Jacobs, really excited about him. I'll be honest, I didn't really want Kenyon Drake. He was kind of like a last-second pick, but I'm okay with it. I really am. He was in my queue. Kenyon Drake.
And
then I mean, if you look at my running backs there, it's a lot of just upside, young upside guys.
If we're being honest, I love your running back core. I actually like our quarterback situation better, believe it or not. I love your running back core.
And then those are my wide receivers. I like them all upside guys that I'm excited about.
He took Nuke.
2 Clemson guys. Yeah, I know. That was before we knew. That was before we knew that.
Oh, Hunter Renfro. Yeah. And then I like Zach Ertz. I think I got him at great value. So
I'll give you the edge, I think, at running back and tight end. I like our wide receivers and quarterbacks better.
Fair enough.
That's where I stand on this.
Don't give me that NBA rigged. All right. Yeah, I know I lectured you, but I wanted something different. I think, hey, we talked about, I don't know if you were in here. I think in best ball drafts, you have to have a total of 5 quarterbacks and tight ends, 3 of one and 2 of the other. That's the way you should go. You should go one way or the other. And I just kind of went the opposite.
So he's a liar is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Last question.
Who are you starting in PPR this week? Evan Ingram or Jonnu Smith?
It's a good question.
I don't even know if the Titans are playing, man.
That's a good
Let's assume they're playing the game. How about that?
If they are playing the game, I'm starting Jonnu Smith, even against the Bills.
Me too.
I think Evan Ingram is borderline droppable at this point, and that hurts my feelings.
I disagree.
With the tight ends on the waiver, I'd rather start Logan Thomas than Evan Ingram this week. Now, I'm not dropping Evan Ingram because the waiver wire options, some of them are gross, but yeah, let's look at Josh's wide receivers, and then we're gonna hop off. Joe, what do you think?
I think Evan Ingram, actually. I think this is going to be a
cool.
This is a better week for the Giants.
Let's water bet it. You guys still have to pay up on your water bet.
We still have to pay a water bet, and I will.
JL, are you down to water bet it?
Sure.
Jonnu Smith for Evan. Only if the game happens. If Jonnu doesn't play, the water bet's voided.
If the game doesn't happen, then Josh has to get watered anyway.
Okay, perfect. I'm in. Shake on.
All right. I don't like this deal for me. No, I like Evan Ingram's upside a lot, but I lean Jonnu Smith if the game happens.
Here, just a better shot at
the wide receivers. The beautiful wide receivers.
I like that.
Upside guys.
Yeah. Your team looks solid, Josh, but it's going to come in at best second within our 12. And then we'll go from there.
I got 2 chances to win now.
Now that you have your own team, you don't get a share of the money if our three are winning.
Like I was seeing any of that anyway.
He wins.
What'd you say? Oh yeah, you're right.
That's what you should really like. Yeah, we're all these are all ours, Okay, I'll give you that deal. I'll say that. I don't care.
Okay. Do you guys have anything else before we jump off? Josh, I know you got something, but I'll let you say it. Just let me do the outro.
No. But actually, I wanted to say something real fast. I know best ball. It's kind of different. It's not like normal leagues. You can't trade, but trading makes fantasy fun. So if you're in a redraft league, trade your heart out. It's what makes fantasy fun.
You've been getting more and more obnoxious with it, where you don't even wait till I'm almost done.
No, I don't care.
But you know what, guys? You can tune in tomorrow. We're gonna be back same time, 3 p.m. We have a special guest coming on to play another game with us. NBA rigged. I like that idea. You know what? Maybe we'll even do another best ball draft next week, and we'll send out a link. And if you guys want to join,
That
we
would
can
be
hop
awesome.
on and we can draft with people in the live stream. But you can find us on Twitter at FrontYardFYF. You can find me on Twitter at FYF Simon, John Luke at FYF John Luke, and Josh. Oh, I can't get the point right. At FYF Josh.
It's
We
tough.
will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same
Trading
place.